Yep. Looks nice and shiny, doesn't it, mate? That all looks like it's sort of off the space shuttle.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Okay.
Or aluminum foil.
Yeah, exactly. Good stuff. All right.
So yeah, so I'm just putting the last 4 bolts in, and then I'll put the lagging back on, thermocouples in, connect the airbox with the throttle.
Yeah.
And then fill it with coolant. Away we go.
Superb, mate. Nice one. Good stuff. Alrighty. Okay, well, I'll go.
It's a bit warmer.
Yeah. All right, cheers then. Right. And the boys are just drilling in over there. More holes across. So that's all good. Putting it in. Definitely taking off a load of wood chip up to the top. I'll have to tell these guys not to get caught with Vivosa, anything in the back. There's an Effie. Hey guys, welcome back. We've just back in the yard here. You see there that we've got T-Dom and Shenton's back in, I should say. Shenton's back in with that engine. Got the Biogas lads in doing their work. We've got back into the silage here. The whole crop barley from last year. We're starting to eat into that now and mixing it with our maize, which is in that clamp. We've got all the silage from the top yard, which is where the wood chip was. We had to store in there with our digester being down. We sold that out to people. Probably sold it a bit too cheap at sort of 35 and 40 pounds a tonne. But I just wanted to get it cleared, and what I find is we've got a major rat infestation along here. All these rats over here. We got them on the other side of the clamp as well, and we've also got them here in this sort of, we used to store wood chip in here at times, it would spill over the top, so there's lots there. What I find is when it's coming out the door here, it gets a little bit rotten if you don't use it straight off. It's going a little bit black there. And the rats just seem to be attracted slightly more by the sort of rotten stench of it. That attracts them first in, and then they get into the fresh stuff. But they're having a real bloody field day on it. So I've had a lad shooting. He got 8 to 10 last night, and a couple of nights ago he got another 8 to 10. And he's coming back tonight. So I do find them around the place. Lots of dead bodies afterwards. So yeah, he'll keep on that. Right, let's go and have a look and see what's happening around the rest of the place. Where's the leak?
Just here.
Oh, no way. Because that was changed 2 weeks ago, wasn't it?
I'm pretty sure it was.
Yeah, because it was leaking before on the weekend and it got changed.
So Jack's just getting me one now.
Yeah, okay.
Then I've got to
take that off.
take it off.
You are like you have a Herculean task. No, Sisyphus. Do you remember him pushing the boulder up the hill? You get to the top and it rolls down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Think of yourself as that Greek character in mythology.
Yeah.
Oh well, there we are.
At least I'll go and get fish and chips again like I did yesterday.
Oh, did you? Where did you go?
On my cod, is it?
Oh yeah, I know.
Tesco's?
Yeah, I know. Was it good?
Yeah, it was lovely.
Okay. There's a really good one in Kettering, Mickey's Fish Bar.
Okay.
That won the awards. That's where I go. Really nice fish and chips. That is.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's just a bit further down the A14.
Yeah, that's into Kettering. Is going towards the station.
Yeah.
So yeah. But anyway, so you're taking all the coolant out now.
Yeah.
And yeah, I didn't realise. Okay, you just open the tap and it's just pumped out.
Yeah,
isn't it?
just pump straight back into the barrels.
How long it will be before we get that seal on?
2 hours.
2 hours. Okay. All right, mate. I'll turn the gas boiler back on.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Cheers.
Sorry.
That's all right. Right. So it's just got everything back together, and then the coolant's pissing out of that engine. So I don't know. That was changed, as I said, 2 weeks ago. So yeah, fun and games on these engines. I'll turn my gas boiler back on. Just use up a little bit of SS gas, which I was trying to save for that engine. You never can tell when these parts arrive or anything, so we'll go from there. So here go the ropes, just interweaving, screwed down into the concrete, coming across. All right. All right, mate. The knot, is that like a special kind of sailor's knot on there to hold it in place?
No, it's just a double half inch really.
Double half inch. Okay. If this goes, then these bits of tape, will that then unslip that knot or not?
No, when that pulls tight, it pulls tight on itself.
I see. Okay, so it can't then slip and pull.
Put an extra bit on.
Yeah. Okay.
And then that's just to stop it.
Yeah. I see. Yeah. All right. Okay.
That's all that is.
Good. Yeah. Fantastic. I see. All right.
You pull it towards it.
Yeah, I thought it might be one of them knots. Yeah. Okay. Very good. Okay, guys. So we're just up in the woodshed here. He's just on the digger. We've been screening some of our chip. All this side was full. It's all gone out the last couple of weeks. We've got more here. We've got 6 loads to get out next week. This stuff had a bit of a problem, and we've been shipping. We didn't realise our G50 screen had some of the bars knocked out, so we were merrily going away, and then suddenly we started to get into this and realised we had a complaint from a customer that long pieces were coming through, and so we screened about 20 tons of it, and we've got a real full bucket of long bits. So Effie's going to put it in the chipper, and that can go for our own boiler. Also, as we're cleaning our logs, our technique is to put them into IBCs and then shove them into the shed, and then dig into them in when we need them in the winter. I know a lot of people put them straight into bags and stuff, and I can see there's a big advantage to that. But then we're left with all this kind of finey bit, which we'll then put back through the chipper again, and I mean it's absolutely bone dry, so it can go into our boiler as wood chip. So yeah, that's all another little job that we're going to do there. Our logs are going down nicely. We've still probably got about a third of logs to do. They are going out this week, which is really nice, but we've still got a big chunk back, a good 6 meters back there, and a good heap, so no risk to running out, I think, this year on the log side. It's more the wood chip that's really been the one that's going like crazy, so we'll be chipping this week to try and fulfill those orders for next week. So here's a G50 screen. Something came through, worked out that, and even bent these a bit. So yeah, there's that bit of bend there. So yeah, something must have come through and give it a hell of a knot. It's also there down there, if you look at it. So yeah, well, let's get that welded up. Another broken bit down there as well. It's probably doing the arb logs. They're pretty brutal on these machines, and bits of metal can come through. Okay guys, don't know what you see, but that engine is now running. Rob from Shenton's managed to get the seal back on the water pump, so that's going all right. Both engines running, and the lads had a good day putting ropes across the our old secondary digester. So we're inching forward, and we'll keep going on that. So I've just went back up to the plant, checking everything's working. Engine's still running nicely, and the boiler is running fine on that wood chip that we chipped up, which had quite a bit of dust in it, but there's enough chip in it, I think, just to do a good job. It's nice and dry. I've been sat in that shed for a long time, so that's all good. And yeah, we'll. I had a look around the clamp as well. I've had somebody shooting those rats out, he does seem to have made quite a dent in it after a couple of nights, taking out 8 to 10, he said, each night. I went up there previously and I could see, maybe come across 10 rats that I could see, I suppose. Now I just saw 3 or 4. It's still 3 or 4 too many, because if you can see those, you know there's others hanging about somewhere. But definitely a lessening of the numbers. I've also had my pest patrol guy coming in, and also he's coming in and just sort of topping up the bait boxes and everything like that. So yeah, we're getting on top of it. I don't know whether anyone else finds this, but I find that when we have rotten silage, it almost seems to attract the rats. When it's nice and fresh and you're cutting into that face all the time, they seem to not bother you. But if you leave a bit outside of it, not getting into it, it's not completely sealed, because when we were harvesting, there was stuff coming out the front, which had just become wasted. And that I always find is a bit of a nightmare. Whereas if you're cutting the fresh stuff, cleaning the clamps regularly, they just don't seem to bother on that face. You know, they don't smell it or whatever it is, and you just don't get that sort of infestation that we've got at the moment. But anyway, we'll get on top of it. Now we're into those clamps. I know that we'll be pushing back further and further from where the nests are. So yeah, that's it. Bit of a quieter day on the logs today. Had a very busy start of the week. We must have had coming close to sort of 20 orders in a day on Monday, falling down to about 14, 15 on the Tuesday. And then today we've only had 3. So, you know, I don't know. It's just a very weird market, the logs. It will be very spiky one day and then calming off the next. But there we are. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that, and catch you next time.